And to shed more light on the importance of this forum, we are joined over the phone by Mrs. Nada Fayed, Partnership Officer at Mediterranean Youth Foundation for Development. Good afternoon, Nada.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
Good. So, Nada, what is the significance of the participation of the World Youth Forum in the Future Summit in enhancing the presence of Egyptian youth on international scene?
I think it's such a crucial step because it provides them with a platform to voice their perspective and showcase their ideas and innovations on global challenges and solutions in a highly visible and influential setting. I think by being present at such summits, Egyptian youth are not only gaining international exposure, but also shaping global conversations and engaging with international leaders, as well as fellow youth from all over the world, which solidifies Egypt's reputation as a key player in fostering youth leadership and diplomacy. And I think it also really highlights Egypt's commitment to youth empowerment and positions its young leaders as contributors to global development.
So, Nada, how do you evaluate the importance of the World Youth Forum as it has become a prominent international platform that allows youth from different countries to present their visions?
I think, to start off, it's such an impressive initiative. It has been implemented several times, and I think it will go on to become one of the biggest and most important conferences for youth. And it has really evolved into a significant global stage where, again, young people from various countries come together to discuss important, pressing global issues, as well as to share experiences and present their unique visions. I think that the inclusive nature and the diversity of perspectives is really crucial in understanding the complexities of the world and how we're all facing these common challenges, as well as in fostering cross-cultural cooperation and collective effort in combating these challenges. The forum also empowers youth to take an active role in global dialogue and provides them with the space and visibility to influence policy making and contribute meaningfully to the global development initiatives.
And to what extent could such international events and gatherings help in solving important global issues and enhancing dialogue between generations to provide innovative solutions?
I think they serve as essential venues for addressing these global challenges, such as climate change, poverty, social inequality, and peace building. They bring together diverse perspectives from various generations. Not only is it cross-cultural collaboration, but it also promotes intergenerational dialogue. As sometimes underrepresented stakeholders, I think it's crucial for youth to be present at these events and to engage in workshops and the conversations that are taking place that will inevitably shape their future and the future policies that involve the young people. And it also provides a chance to learn from experienced leaders while also offering fresh, solution-oriented and creative perspectives from the youth themselves directly, which fosters the development of creative and practical solutions that are very inclusive to all stakeholders, including the youth and the older generation.
And also, how does the World Youth Forum confirm the insight of the political leadership's strategic vision in empowering youth and supporting them?
I think that there has been a growing focus on youth as drivers of national and social development internationally, and I believe that Egyptian political leaders really plan to strategically leverage the spirit of its youth and by empowering and investing in them, as well as creating these sort of platforms for youth engagement, dialogue, and capacity building opportunities, which I think that the youth are highly responsive to, reflecting both their eagerness to contribute to solving these common challenges and to the policy-making progress. However, it also confirms Egypt's commitment to building a generation of leaders who are ready to shape the country's future, which aligns with the broader goals of political stability, economic growth, and social equity.
And how do you assess the role of small and medium enterprises initiatives launched by the Forum in boosting Egyptian economy?
I think they're very, very critical in enhancing and boosting the Egyptian economy, as these initiatives not only provide young entrepreneurs with resources and networks that they need to grow, but they also foster innovation and competitiveness in the marketplace. And I think they may be the backbone of many economies, including Egypt. So I think that by supporting these youth-led enterprises, the World Youth Forum is also encouraging job creation and reducing unemployment and promoting sustainable economic development, especially with the growing focus on sustainable practices in Egypt and all over the world. So I think that this focus on entrepreneurship also really aligns with Egypt's goals of diversifying its economy and fostering an environment conducive to innovation.
And what are the expected outcomes of continuing to support Egyptian youths through these international platforms to achieve Egypt's Vision 2030?
I think that continued support for Egyptian youth via international platforms like the World Youth Forum is expected to produce definitely several long-term and sustainable benefits that align with Egypt's Vision 2030, as they nurture globally minded leaders who can drive Egypt's development agenda forward, particularly in areas such as innovation, sustainable development, and economic resilience. So I think that empowering youth on the global stage also enhances their ability to contribute to national progress, fostering a new generation of leaders who have the needed skills and knowledge and networks necessary to help Egypt achieve its goals in several areas such as education, industries, infrastructure, as well as social justice, all aligning with Egypt's Vision 2030.
So also, Mrs. Nadia, how do you evaluate the government, Nada, how do you evaluate the government's efforts that aims at empowering Egyptian youths and their attempts to make youths part of decision makers here in Egypt?
I believe that the efforts of the government are increasingly growing, which is very, very obvious through so many initiatives and projects that have been supported by the government over the past couple of years specifically. So I think, as I mentioned, the strategic plan to really leverage Egyptian youth, and I know that we are largely young population. I think that the government or the leadership is really recognizing the value in the youth, and this is why there has been a boost in the number of initiatives and projects that are targeted towards youth capacity building, as well as support for their initiatives and projects and enterprises. And I think that's a really, really impressive and big step forward for the future of young people.
I'd like to thank you, Ms. Nada Fayed, the Partnership Officer at Mediterranean Youth Foundation for Development. Thank you for being with us. Show break, dear viewers, and we'll be back, so stay tuned.